A man who spent 11 and a half years in prison for a murder that he didn't commit has been awarded $21 million in a wrongful conviction case. His attorneys are saying this is the largest amount ever awarded for a wrongful conviction in Chicago history. ABC 7's Sarah Schulte is here with a look at the case and the jury's decision.
Well, Alan, Juan Johnson says he is grateful to the jury and his attorneys for the large award. The 39-year-old says he was framed by a Chicago police detective who specialized in gang investigations. Johnson was convicted and eventually acquitted of beating to death a man with a 2x4. Despite that, City of Chicago lawyers do not believe Johnson is innocent.
Stateville is pure hell. You're surrounded around the worst. I didn't expect to survive. I gave up hope.
He may have given up hope, but Juan Johnson's lawyers never did. Johnson was 19 when he was sentenced to a 30-year prison term for a 1989 Humboldt Park murder he says he didn't commit. 5 years ago, a jury acquitted him in a retrial, and today, a federal jury awarded Johnson with the largest wrongful conviction jury award in Chicago history.
And what we proved in this federal case was that his conviction was not an accident, but that he was in fact the victim of police misconduct by Officer Guevara.
Johnson's attorneys claim the now retired Area 5 Chicago police detective Ronaldo Guevara framed Johnson.
This was a murder that happened in a public place. There's 150 witnesses to interview. There's all kinds of physical evidence. He managed to close it in a couple of hours, getting people who didn't even see it to just point the finger at Juan Johnson.
But City of Chicago lawyers say that is not what happened. They believe Johnson would never have been awarded $21 million had the federal jury heard critical evidence about witnesses.
What they weren't told is that two witnesses who later changed their stories years later were forced to do so by gang leaders. That was the evidence that the judge excluded.
While Juan Johnson's lawyers and others say there are several complaints against Detective Guevara, the city says Guevara was a good officer who was targeted by gangs.
What they do is manipulate the court system through intimidating witnesses, and they force witnesses to change their testimony.
City lawyers say the 1989 murder Juan Johnson was arrested for was over a gang dispute. The city says Johnson was part of a gang back then and is currently a gang member. Johnson's lawyers say that is not the case. Meantime, Northwestern University's Center on Wrongful Convictions is investigating more than 40 alleged frame-ups by Detective Guevara. And that detective, again, is now retired.
Okay, Sarah,
All right,
thanks.
Sarah.